Coaching, it must be said, works. This isn't wishful thinking or some fluffy corporate mantra. It is a claim backed by rather solid evidence. When researchers aggregate results from many robust studies, a meta-analysis, the numbers tell a compelling story. In one major review, coaching's effect on goal attainment was a hefty Hedges G equals 1.29. That effect would move someone from the 50th percentile all the way to the 90th percentile. It's a remarkably large, significant impact on someone's ability to achieve goals. Reaching goals isn't the only piece of the puzzle. The modern workplace demands resilience. The modern workplace demands confidence. The modern workplace demands a general sense of well-being. Narrator I 1.0x. At its heart, workplace coaching is a Narrator 1.0x structured, Narrator 1.0x collaborative, Narrator 1.0x goal-directed conversation, Narrator 1.0x. It is a one-to-one partnership, Narrator 1.0x, between a trained coach and an individual, the coachee, narrator, O1.0x, designed to unlock their potential, narrator 1.0x, and maximize their own performance, narrator 1.0x. The core purpose is to help people learn rather than to teach them, narrator 0.0x. A coach doesn't provide the answers, narrator 1.0x. Instead, they ask powerful questions, narrator 1.0x, that help the coachee find their own answers, narrator 1.x. It is a process focused squarely on the future, narrator 1.x, and on creating actionable change, narrator 1.x, helping people move from where they are to where they want to be, narrator 1.x, both professionally, narrator 1.x, and personally, narrator by 1.x. It is critically important to distinguish coaching from therapy, narrator 1.0x. Therapy typically deals with healing psychological pain, narrator 1.8x, addressing past traumas, narrator 1.0x, and treating mental health conditions, narrator 1.0x. Its primary focus is moving an individual from suffering to healthy functioning, narrator 1.0x. Coaching, on the other hand, generally works with individuals who are already functioning well, narrator 1.0x. The focus is on performance enhancement, narrator 1.0x, skill development, narrator 1.0x, and goal achievement, moving from functional to optimal, narrator 1.0x. While coaches use principles from psychology, they are not clinicians, narrator 1.0x. And a professional coach will always refer a client to a therapist if deeper psychological issues emerge. So, who benefits from this process? The short answer is almost anyone in a professional setting. Executives use coaching to refine their leadership strategies. Middle managers use it to improve team dynamics and communication. New employees use it to navigate their roles and accelerate their development. It is particularly effective during times of transition, such as a promotion, a change in role, or the adoption of a new company-wide strategy. The common thread is a desire for growth and a willingness to engage in self-reflection and deliberate action to achieve specific, meaningful goals. The how of coaching is rooted in a psychologically informed approach. This means the coach draws upon established theories of human behavior, motivation, and change. They create a safe, confidential space where the coachee can explore their thoughts, beliefs, and assumptions without judgment. The coach acts as a thinking partner, offering new perspectives, challenging limiting beliefs, and holding the coachee accountable for the commitments they make to themselves. It is this combination of support and challenge within a goal-oriented framework that makes coaching such a potent catalyst for change. The same research shows coaching boosts self-efficacy, belief in your ability to succeed. The effect size for self-efficacy is a respectable G equals 0.59. While the spirit of coaching remains consistent, practitioners often draw from several established frameworks to structure their conversations. One of the most common is cognitive behavioral coaching, or CBC. This approach is borrowed directly from cognitive behavioral therapy and operates on a simple premise. Our thoughts influence our feelings, which in turn drive our behaviors. A CBC coach helps a coachee identify and challenge unhelpful or distorted thinking patterns, such as, "I'll never be good enough for that promotion," and replace them with more realistic and empowering alternatives. The process is very practical, often involving simple experiments or homework to test new beliefs and build new habits in the real world. Another popular style is solution-focused coaching. As the name suggests, this method is relentlessly forward-looking and avoids dwelling on the past or the root causes of a problem. Instead, it directs the coachee's attention toward their desired future and the resources they already possess to get there. A coach might ask, suppose a miracle happened overnight and your problem was solved. What's the first small thing you would notice? This miracle question helps build a clear, compelling vision of success, and subsequent questions focus on identifying small, practical steps to start making that vision a reality. Positive psychology coaching offers a different lens, focusing not on fixing what's wrong, but on building what's strong. This style helps individuals identify their unique character strengths: creativity, curiosity, leadership. The idea is that engaging our strengths leads to greater engagement, energy, fulfillment, which naturally enhances performance. A coach might guide a coachee through an assessment to discover their top strengths and then brainstorm ways to apply those strengths to a current challenge or goal, making the process of change feel more authentic and energizing. Finally, there is the elegantly simple GROW model, a framework that provides a clear and repeatable structure for any coaching conversation. GROW is an acronym for Goal, Reality, Options, Way Forward, or WILL. The coach first helps the coachee define a clear, specific, and inspiring goal. Then, they explore the current reality, examining the situation honestly. Next, they brainstorm a wide range of options for moving forward, encouraging creative thinking. Finally, they commit to a way forward, defining concrete actions, identifying potential obstacles, and establishing accountability. Its simplicity makes it a favorite, especially for managers learning to use a coaching style with their teams. It's powerful for performance. It also supports personal health. Coaching is often seen as remedial, only for problems. The evidence shows a proactive developmental role instead. It helps capable people become even more effective. It transforms good managers into great leaders. It is one thing to describe these appealing methods, but quite another to prove they deliver results under scientific scrutiny. Fortunately, the field of coaching psychology has matured significantly, and we now have a wealth of high-quality research to draw upon. Large-scale meta-analyses, which pool data from dozens of individual studies, consistently find that coaching has a moderate to large positive effect on a range of important outcomes. The impact on goal attainment is particularly pronounced: performance, self-efficacy, resilience, overall well-being. These findings hold true across diverse populations, corporate executives, public school teachers. One of the most fascinating findings is that, when compared head-to-head, different coaching styles often produce remarkably similar results. Cognitive behavioral coaching solution. Focused coaching, positive psychology coaching. This doesn't mean the method is irrelevant. Rather, it points to the importance of what researchers call common factors. A strong, trusting rapport between coach and coachee, a clear, collaboratively set goal, the coachee's own motivation and belief in the process. The skill of the coach in building that relationship is often more critical than the specific model they follow. While single methods work well, studies show that coaches who skillfully integrate techniques from multiple models often achieve even better results. A meta-analysis comparing these approaches found integrative coaching produced a larger overall effect, G equals 0.71, than single model coaching, G equals 0.45. A skilled coach might start with the GROW model to set a clear goal, use solution-focused questions to build momentum, introduce cognitive behavioral techniques to overcome a mental block, and sprinkle in a strengths-based exercise from positive psychology to boost motivation. This flexible, tailored approach allows the coach to meet the coachee where they are at any given moment. To make this concrete, consider a randomized controlled trial, the gold standard of evidence, involving a group of public sector managers. Half were randomly assigned to receive 6 sessions of integrative coaching, while the other half, the control group, were not. The managers who received coaching showed substantial, statistically significant gains in goal achievement, workplace well-being, and resilience compared to the control group. Crucially, these improvements were not just self-reported, they were also observed by their own managers. This kind of rigorous evidence demonstrates that coaching can create real, observable changes in behavior and performance that benefit both the individual and the organization. The natural next question: what does this process actually look like, and how does it produce these outcomes? It's a journey into the mechanics of human potential, guided by a skilled practitioner, but the real value lies in its practical application. For an organization looking to leverage coaching, the evidence points to a few clear steps. First and foremost, select your coaches wisely. Focus on relationship-building skills and training in psychological principles rather than the brand of the model. Look for certified coaches with psychology backgrounds, strong interpersonal skills, and evidence-based practice. Avoid charismatic gurus. Prioritize competence and professionalism. Second, establish clarity and structure from the start. Contracting means the coach, the coachee, and the coachee's manager or sponsor agree on goals, scope, and measures of success for the engagement. What outcome are we aiming for? Use simple tools like goal attainment, scaling to focus and evaluate return on investment. Three-way alignment keeps everyone pulling the same direction and avoids aimless but pleasant conversations. Third, favor an integrative approach over dogma. Don't buy one branded solution. Be flexible. Use future-focused techniques, cognitive techniques, and strengths-based techniques as needed. Change isn't linear. 1 week solution-focused questions, the next week cognitive behavioral tools. Equip coaches with the right tool for the job rather than one uniform filter. Finally, measure what matters and think long-term. Track goal attainment, well-being, self-efficacy, and objective performance indicators. Measure immediately and again 3 to 6 months later to test sustainability. Coaching aims to build capacity for self-reflection and continuous improvement. Phase coaching broadly. Train managers in basic coaching, establish peer coaching circles to create a lasting culture of development.